Hello, Dave here with emergencyprepguy.com. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm excited about the topic for today's video. I've been excited to get this done. If you can see behind me, I've got some fruit trees in pots, and I've got one right here that you probably can't see the pot on. Okay, before we get into actually transplanting the tree, I want to talk briefly about the right way to do it, what I mean when I say transplanting the tree the right way. Common mistakes that people make is they'll dig a hole just big enough for the ball of dirt that they pull out of the pot that has all the roots in it, and they stick it in there. The problem with that is the ground around the hole is still compact and really hard, and so your roots tend to stay root bound. What you're supposed to do is dig the hole about twice the size of the pot that you took the tree out of, and you shouldn't dig a round hole. If you dig a square hole, it works a lot better. It has those corners that the roots can branch out to better, and again, you want it twice the size of the pot. And then the mix that you put in it should have, be the right mix of, have some sand particles in it so that it allows aeration. It should have organic material to hold the moisture. So if you follow those things when you're transplanting your fruit trees, that will help your fruit trees get the best start for their roots that they possibly can. So with that, let's get transplanting. Okay, obviously I got to dig this hole deeper, but I just wanted to show you what I'm talking about. You want to dig a square, and it needs to be about twice as big around as the pot. So I just got to dig this down a little bit deeper, and we can start putting it in. Okay, hopefully you can see this okay. If you see here, these are little roots coming out of the trunk. It's okay to have soil up to there, but you don't want to. You basically want the soil to be about as high as it was in the pot. If you look over here on this side, there's another little root coming out over here. So I'm good to go like that, around that. Now this will compact a little bit, so I might want to, as I water it and so forth, so I might want to add a little, might want to add a little bit more later. But you can actually cause your fruit tree trunk to rot if you fill it up past any of the stems higher than it was in the pot. And you don't want that to happen because that could kill your tree. So that's how you plant a fruit tree. Okay, I'm done now. I didn't show it all to you, but as you saw me lightly spraying the mulch around this tree, you want to spray it enough to where you're pretty certain that all of the soil and mulch around the roots of the tree that's disturbed, that you just put in, is all got a good soaking. You don't want it drenching wet, but you do want it good, good and wet. And I've done that now, and so now there's an amendment. I've not ever used this amendment like this before, but it certainly can't hurt. But the garden store guy recommended it, and it's basically a root stimulator. It has hormones, hormone type root stimulator and fertilizer that aids in fast root structure, which that's what you want when you get a good when you plant a fruit tree. You want the roots to get established fast, and you mix 3.5 tablespoons. It's called 4-10-3 in case you're wondering, and you want to mix 3.5 tablespoons to a gallon of water. I've done that here. I've got a gallon of water, and I've put that solution in it. So I'm just going to kind of lightly pour this around the roots just to give that a really good start. Now, one other thing that you're going to want to do when you plant a young fruit tree, transplant one like this, is you're going to want to prune it. You want the tree to not be focused as much on growing its branches. You want it to focus right after transplant on developing its root system. And I'm not going to have time to do that for this video, but I'll show that in a future video, how you prune a young fruit tree. Okay, one quick thing I want to tell you that I forgot to tell you. I didn't do it on this tree. You don't have to do it, but I actually like doing it better. But what I did on these other ones, which is what I normally do, and I like it better, it's just quicker, is when I got this, the first layer of mulch down in this hole before I put the tree in it, and then I put some soil in there, and then I set the tree in there, and then I put some more mulch and soil around that. Once I got it deep enough to where I could kind of hold it, it would kind of hold the tree up. Then I watered in there and soaked all of that layer. And then what I did is I put a bunch more mulch in there. Obviously, when I'm saying mulch, a lot of it, what I'm talking about is the soil that came with the fruit tree from the bucket. It's pretty much mostly mulch. Anyway, I poured that in there, and then I poured a bunch more mulch in there, and then you can see I've got a layer of dirt on top of this last layer of mulch. And then I watered it again, and I ran out of mulch. I've got to run to the store and buy some more mulch to finish this last couple of trees. But boy, the neighbors sound like they're having fun. But anyway, so I'm just going to top this off with mulch when I get back. And you can see I've got that plum tree there done as well. And I've still got this cherry tree left to do. And then I've got to move that apricot tree, dig it up. And I'm probably going to put the apricot tree kind of in the middle right there. Not too, kind of even distance from all of these other fruit trees. So we'll come back as we get more done. Apologize, it's been kind of windy today. Okay, I've got, that's a pear tree, that's a cherry tree, that is a peach tree. Behind that is the apricot tree that was back over there. I'm a little worried about that. I hope it survives. And then that was a plum tree. I feel good about all of these, except for this apricot tree. It had a pretty good taproot that I had to cut to get it out. So I've never done one that had that big of a taproot. So I don't know how that's gonna affect it. If it dies, I'll just get another apricot tree and plant there. But anyway, hopefully it survives. So anyway, that's how things went with transplanting the fruit trees. Okay, well, I hope that was interesting. I appreciate you watching the video all the way to the end. I hope you got some benefit out of it. If you did, please don't forget to like the video. That really helps us with the Google algorithm. Please share this, email it to your friends, share it on your social media. That helps us grow the channel more than anything. And if you like this kind of content, we'd love to have you subscribe. So thanks so much, and we'll talk to you in the next video.